shake sometime in my smoothie. They have B12. They have Total Package Energy shots. Please go to Total Package Energy. You guys have been supporting Total Package Energy ever since they started. They've been with us 6-7 years. Please continue to support them. Also, X-Wolf. A lot of men. Boy, I'm going to tell you. There's something in my pocket I want to talk about. I can't talk. X-Wolf, man. Go to xlabsups.com. I'm telling you, I got something in my pocket, boy.
You know that already. I know what you got already.
No, you don't know what I got.
That's a lie.
Like Prince said, there's a lion in my pocket. Baby, he's ready to roll.
Everybody talking from now on, please make sure you have a mic in your hand.
Also, Made Man Sockery delivered socks. The sister delivered socks.
With the unk on it.
Yeah.
You know about the unk on it.
I'm wearing those right now. Made Man Sockery. Then, of course, we've got Beal Sauce. Please continue to support Beal Sauce. Go to Total Package Energy, support Total Package Energy. Made Man Sockery, support Made Man Sockery. Man, when I ask you guys to go to these black-owned businesses, I'm asking you guys to buy out all of their inventory.
Cash mob.
It's called cash mobbing. This is a black-owned business. This is how black-owned businesses stay in business. We need you to cash mob. Everybody go cash mob. Cash mob, cash mob, cash mob. Support, support, support. That's how we keep them in business. TotalPackageEnergy.com. That's another brand. I want you guys to cash mob. Beal Sauce, cash mob. BealSauce.com. Hot sauce is great. I eat it on chips. Is it okay if I have chips?
Beal sauce?
You can have once in a while.
Dude, I do the same. I do the same thing.
I got a cabinet full of
Dude,
chips.
I do the same thing. That shit is so good on chips.
See, and you know, you
It's
feel
so damn good on
awkward
chips.
sitting next to the doc. The doc is looking like,
No, don't get ready to go in time. You gonna feel awkward eating that shit.
it's true.
Bro, you reach a point where you do this and you be feeling good, and you can have a couple of chips, and you can feel your whole energy drop down to 3 or 4 levels, man.
It's true.
So
I used to
it's
dust.
a cycle.
I used to dust a bag of chips
Can't
off,
do it no more.
but now I got a whole bunch of half-eaten bags. I'm like, my life is fucked up
So
now.
that means you damn near got to do, if you want to eat the shit that we've been programmed to eat, you have to do this shit every day. Every day, if you still want to eat.
No, I don't want to still want to eat.
Trying to fix yourself.
But I'm saying if you make, oh shit, sorry, Bobby.
But you over there peeing on yourself? What?
Bobby got
He's relentless, man.
Hey, Sugar Chris ain't bullshitting. Sugar Chris said, Beal sauce on Doritos? Now, let me just say, the Dorito cheese dust, that cheese dust they use on them corn chips is different than when it was when we was kids.
It is. Oh, for sure.
Cheese dust.
It's some kind of manufactured,
That's chemical.
it's some chemical devil dust
chemical
on that
powder.
shit now.
Chemical double dust.
But it ain't what it was.
No.
You remember that motherfucking bag of Doritos? What was that? Sour cream and onion Dorito back in the 80s?
Yep. Used to be good as hell.
That motherfucker was good as hell. I don't know what that chemical dust is now. Man, they just killed us, man. Anyway, please support all of the black-owned businesses I'm putting in front of you right now. All right? Now let me throw it to Kev. Let's get Kev in here real quick. Kev.
Yeah, just real quick.
You sitting right there, then we're going to get into our topics.
So everybody, you know, the Million
Hey,
Johnny
man,
Cochran
wait,
movement.
Hold on 1 second. Be real Aries about it.
What you mean real areas about it?
You know, confrontational, nigga.
Hey, bitch ass niggas. There you go. Stop getting your asses whooped by the goddamn police out there.
There we
Goddamn, you
go.
know you should have been learning the law the whole goddamn time when niggas was tap dancing on your neck. Now get your ass out your goddamn off your couch and learn the goddamn law.
You understand?
Yeah. You want to learn the difference between an arrest warrant and a search warrant, or a pat down and an actual search, and how the police violate these laws all the time, violate your constitutional rights. You have to sit down. You have to learn these. So right here, this is the Know Your Rights manual. This has everything you want to know for traffic stops and Terry stops, which are police stops on foot. Excuse me. And then right here, if you don't have the time, you don't have the time for this. We got the flashcards right here for you if you want to do this. Also, we have constitutional rights cards and qualified immunity cards. I don't have them right here today, but these are what you give police officers when they pull you over in a car. You get, excuse me, you hand the police officer your constitutional rights card. It tells them what will happen to them if they violate your constitutional rights. The qualified immunity card tells them if they knowingly violate your rights, which means if you get them on camera violating your rights, which is what you should always do whenever a police officer rolls up, always pull your camera out. There's no exceptions. If you get them on camera violating your rights, they lose that qualified immunity. So you hold these things in your car, and when the police officer rolls up, you hand it to the police officer, you say, I don't answer questions. And then they continue to violate your rights right here. This is the police public official bonds. They have police insurance, or better known as police insurance. They call it public official bonds, but if they violate your constitutional rights, they lose that bond. Most bonds are about $75,000, 75 minimum to like $200,000. So you can get quite a bit of money if they violate your constitutional
You know
rights.
niggas like money.
Yes, they do. But you gotta know it. You gotta know what to do. It. So right here.
Motherfuckers slip and fall on purpose and sue somebody for money now.
And so if you want it for free, you get the whole package for free if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research. That's the research they've been doing on our melanin for the last 117 years. The reason melanin is $511 a gram on the stock market, so you need to know why. You are so goddamn valuable because you are the universe. And everything that you see around you has melanin. It's in here. It says that even they call salt melanin. The technical name, the chemical name for salt is melanin in this book. So you gotta understand, yeah. They call it salt melanin. So y'all better understand what you are and who you are. So right here. So if you want the package for free, order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy. But if you just want the package, go to knowyourrightsfoundation.com. Also, if you want to volunteer and learn the law, because we're teaching people the law for free, so you can go out there and teach it to the community. So just go over there and you want to volunteer and hook that up.
Yeah.
All right. And then Timmy Tight Top, Hassan, Timmy Tight, Triple Teasy, Saloon Door, AMC Failure.
AMC is not. Okay.
I want you to put $18,000 on AMC.
Thanks for you
You're
guys.
gonna make $4 million by Thursday.
Hey, some people believe in. Just ride with me, bro.
I'm riding with
Just
you.
ride. Just keep on riding. Just keep riding.
It's too big.
But after Dr. Russell, it's kind of different to promote my juice company.
No, it's
because
not.
The herbs is like the thing.
No, it's not.
No. This is your food, and that's your herbs.
This is your food. That's your herb. And can you put the herbs in the weed juice?
You know something? You can do the program with the juice by itself, without staying. Because again, you got your oxygen here. This is the oxygen the deficiency oxygen that you have in your body. This is taking it out, replace it with the oxygen. That's what we talked about.
Come on, man. So look at you downplaying yourself
No.
when you
I'm
got
not
something
downplaying.
viable here. Hey, you know, I don't want to go behind Dr. Russell because his stuff is so comprehensive. And I'm just a mere juice witch. I'm a juice witch.
Juice witch.
I'm still a juice witch, but listen.
If you want to have a future,
So the first thing when it comes to being is vitamin orange chicken. Okay, I'm gonna go stay right there.
Because we can't say
We
vitamin.
can't say vitamin, orange chicken.
The
Vitamin
letter
orange
after
chicken.
B.
We can't say the other one. But the things that's high in orange chicken, strawberries and kiwi are the highest sources of vitamin orange chicken. Okay, and berry. You got blackberry, you got raspberry, you got strawberry.
What? Her tongue is
Well,
adverse to berries.
It's all right, but she can have kiwi.
Her tongue is
Okay.
adverse to
Kiwi
berries.
is another thing that she can have that she says she's not allergic to kiwi.
All right.
And that's high in vitamin orange chicken, you know? So these things is important for your cells. You know, they help your cells replenish yourself, you know? Vitamin orange chicken. We don't talk about that.
I got you.
On
I
a
got you.
molecular level.
Bobby, you rocking the American shirt. Tell us, man, what's going on in your life and what you got coming up.
Well, this is Memorial Day, and I would be remiss not to honor all of the gallant soldiers that served in all of the wars since we've been in captivity here in America. And in particular, I want to salute Sergeant George D. Osborne, who lost his life on October 8th, 1968 in the jungles of Vietnam, fighting for freedoms he never experienced for himself. He was my first cousin, but more likely my big brother and my North Star. And I think about him all the time, especially when things go wrong in my life, because he never complained about anything. And that's one of my attractions to Dr. Russell, because they both had that kindred spirit of like, you know what, whatever life throws at me, I'm gonna buckle up, saddle up, and ride on.
Right.
So I want to give a salute to my brother, George D. Osborne. Secondly, some exciting things are going on right now, as y'all have heard me speak about the National Association of Minority Contractors since y'all met me through this particular platform. We are on the verge of a major breakthrough because we are in negotiations right now with a legendary figure in the sport of football by the name of Lawrence Taylor. Some people call
LT.
him LT.
LT.
And LT is ready to ride or die with what we're doing, and that is moving some of this money, and I'm talking about billions of dollars that are being spent annually, either building stadiums, renovating stadiums, or maintaining stadiums. And we are giving him the script, and we're gonna take it right to Godale's doorstep. We're already looking at one particular project in Jacksonville right now, where the owner is a little more sensible about, including black folks. The minority issue is no longer what we hanging our hat on, because the women, the gays, everybody done jumped on that wagon and left us in the dust. So those are some of the forefront issues. I want to give a shout out to Victor Ortiz, former welterweight champion of the world. We're gonna sit down with Dr. Russell before this week out and get him integrated into the detox side of the game.
Yeah.
Also, Richard Acevedo, who is in the stable of Victor Ortiz, along with his brother Oscar, man. We're gonna stay behind these people because it's so important, particularly right now. We had our issue in Buffalo a couple of weeks ago, where it was evident that we are a long way from racial equity. And then subsequent to that, we had a situation in Uvalde, Texas, wherever that is, and 21 brown people lost their lives. Okay. Wow. And a brother who was a security guard got killed.
We're going to cover this, Bobby.
Okay, well, let's move on.
Then we had... Go ahead.
And if you wanna holler at me and get a copy of my book, Real Men Don't Play, Bobby at realmendon'tplay.com. And here we go to the brother.
I love Bobby. And then what happened in the churches across the country. Promote some shit. Bobby just saying ain't got nothing to promote. Bobby gonna do a current event.
Churches across the country.
And then my brother, Dom.
Yo, get ready for that Shrouded Lighthouse documentary. It's hot monkey grease. It's for your mind. It's for your spirit. It's coming ASAP. Get real ready.
Well,
and,
take a little bit more time, because he's fucking Aries, too. Aries will rush through some shit.
Nah, what you mean?
Slow down, Aries.
What you mean? Listen.
Gemini looking at it, pointing out shit like, hey, I don't like that.
Bruh. Don't do that. Talk to Selwyn. Don't do that. You throw me under the bus, I'm throwing other niggas under the bus.
Don't do that,
That ain't how it work. I'm Aries energy in the building. Hold on.
Man, but it's looking good, though.
Yeah, no doubt. And check out my manifesto. It's called The Question Is the Answer. It's on Amazon Prime.
And then the Jazzmatics album.
The jazz, y'all know nothing about that. Y'all know about Jack Herrera. But there's an element called Jazzmatics is coming, and I'm done with that.
Yes.
Aggressive Jews.
Go ahead.
I gotta salute my brother Zoe Williams. He looks out for me, man, and I appreciate it. He set up an audition for a new show called we hadn't named it yet on KBLA 1580 Talk Radio. It'll be me and the brother. What's the young brother's name that you hooked me up with?
Marvin?
Is that his name? Marvin
Weiss?
Is it Marvin?
Yeah.
Okay, Marvin Weiss, man.
I think.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some exciting things because we've got to bridge the gap between these generations, man. You know. So thank you, Zoe, for being that kind of brother.
Come on, man. Shit.
Whatever y'all want.
Oh, okay.
Hey, yeah. Give me some juice, man. I need some oxygen.
surprisingly sweet. You done lost your goddamn You have lost your goddamn.
First off, Kev, this is what I'm saying, man. Kev is so motherfucking argumentative. Hey, man, you can't just claim a juice.
Yes, I can when he made it for me.
He didn't make that juice
Yes,
for
he
you.
did.
That's
bought
one
that.
of my favorite
No,
juices,
nigga.
Kev.
He made that as an experiment. I said, "Oh, this is great. Can you bring
So
that
now
in
every
for
bottle
me?"
he
So
bring
he
in
would
is for
only
you.
bring one for me for a year, and then you tasted it and was
No,
like, "Oh,
Kev.
nigga, this shit is great."
Yeah. So that's everybody juice, Kev. That's the product, man. It don't say Kevin bottle on it.
That's why you think he left. He know he made that for me. That's why he left.
Hold on, man. You ride with it. So wait a minute, man. Don't be like that.
Man. This motherfucker Kev,
I'm just
man.
fucking with you, man.
I can't tell you, man. This motherfucker see somebody else happy with a juice that he think belong to him.
No, not a juice, nigga. That juice. That juice.
Kev be like, nigga, don't be happy with that juice. That juice was made for me.
Nigga, how many juices you done confiscated, nigga? Oh, that look pretty good. Can I get that 4 or 5 right there? Yeah.
Hey, I was with my uncles yesterday, and my uncles was telling me not to use the word nigga no more.
Oh, sorry.
I said, but you biracial. You know how Memorial Day is. You get with your uncles, you talk crazy.
Yep.
They in their 70s.
No shit, nigga. No shit.
Kev, it can be good for other people, Kev.
I understand that. I get it.
Kev, it can be good for other people.
I won't do it again. I won't do it again.
I had to tell my uncles, I said, you biracial down the line. You got a black mama and a black daddy. Stop claiming biracial, nigga. I said, you biracial down the line, sir. You see how red the sun licked your ass, boy? You look like jerky bacon in this motherfucker, boy. Melanin in you now.
Jerky bacon.
He's like, oh, it's a terrible word, and I don't want you to use the word.
But it's not a terrible word.
I said,
Stop
that's
doing that.
you just don't know the history of it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know the history of computers, but you don't know the history of the word nigga. It's all right. All right, let's get to our current events. We got some current events to cover. Man, I hate these kind of stories, but let's send some love and some appreciation and just some peace to the brother Master P.
Oh.
He lost his daughter.
What?
A little beautiful girl, man. He lost his daughter, man.
What happened?
Man. Here's a statement from Master P. Our family is dealing with an overwhelming grief for the loss of my daughter. I think her name was Tatiana, or Tatiana. We respectfully request some privacy so that our family can grieve. We appreciate all of the prayers and support. Mental illness and substance abuse is a real issue that we can't be afraid to talk about. With God, we will get through this. #myangel. Man, we sending love and condolences to that brother's family because, you know, I don't care, man. You lose somebody like that. Your daughter, I got a daughter. I got a granddaughter. I know, man, like, I just hope that the universe bless me so I can die first. You understand what I'm saying? Like
You don't have to go through that.
I
pain.
would never want to go through any kind of, so I can only imagine what the brother Master P is going through. Right. Nothing but peace, love, and blessing to your family and your family's heart during this most difficult time.
For sure.
Oh man, that's hella tough.
That's heavy.
That's heavy. Okay, let's get to the fuck shit. What's going on with Ricky Williams?
Who? Ricky, what?
Ex-NFL star Ricky Williams takes his wife's last name for relationship balance. Okay.
For what?
Relationship.
It's all right.
The NFL great who rose to fame as Ricky Williams said last week he legally took the last name of his wife to create marital balance. The former running back now goes by Eric Myron, adopting the surname of his spouse, Linnea Myron, and reverting to his birth name, Eric. He's not Ricky, he's Eric Myron. This, let me just say, on some weird shit.
Middle name band.
Let me just say, on some weird shit, Geminis do go by multiple names. He's a Gemini, he's on some weird shit. But,
So what's your new name, Joe?
but let me just say, what a Gemini ain't gonna do, from my generation at least, I'm not gonna take my woman's last name. Now, listen, it's just a different generation of weirdos out here now.
Yeah, that's some new age.
Because we got an ex-NFL player in here right now. Ricky Williams takes his wife's last name. Well, Bobby, what are your thoughts? Like,
I'm trying to figure out why would that even be necessary? The man has got to be 50 years old at this point.
he not 50.
Ricky Williams?
Ricky Williams way younger than us, man.
Yeah, he like
No, he
40.
ain't no way
41.
younger.
He
No,
like 40.
he got to be in his 40s, man.
41.
40.
No, he not.
Yeah.
He's in his
Look
40s.
it up. Look it up,
He
Sarah.
hadn't
How old
played
is
in
Ricky
10
Williams?
years.
Way younger than us, though.
Yeah,
He
he's
played in no 10. Okay, bottom line, who the hell is Arian? What the hell is Eric? What?
That's him. His name is not Ricky Williams no more. His name is Eric
Thank you,
Myron.
man, because I need to soothe him, man, because this is making my head swell.
He's saying Ricky was his nickname, but his name is Eric.
Pretty Ricky, but they called him.
Pretty Ricky is what they used to call him.
Bro, that's what we doing?
Yeah.
That's what we doing?
Now remember.
Myron.
Okay.
Now remember, Ricky was the one when he got drafted. He wore the dress.
I do remember.
The wedding dress in the picture with the coach. Who was the coach of the legendary coach?
Indianapolis, Tony Dunn.
No,
No,
the
it was
legendary
New
coach
Orleans.
of the Bears.
What's the back?
Ditka. Mike Ditka.
I don't remember that. You wore a dress to do
I
what?
thought he been to culture a little
He had on the dress.
I don't know. No comment, man.
Bobby, you can't no comment this all the time because it's a tough conversation. That's what you're not gonna do.
It's a podcast.
Bobby be like, hey, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. This is bullshit. It's outside my realm. And go ahead, Bobby.
You said it for me, man. I mean, sometimes it's just nothing to say when you don't have a comprehension of what's going on. This is beyond anything that I can imagine somebody doing without having a more... Oh, Lord, I'm running out of words.
Y'all done made Uncle Bobby run out of words.
Bobby, you a
You
writer.
done made Uncle Bobby run out of words. What the hell?
Bobby is a writer.
My brain just locked up.
Bobby will throw a SAT word on your ass. See, that was a soliloquy you said, and Bobby will hit you with some shit, right? And now you telling me you can't talk because a man wants to take his wife's last name for relationship balance.
Can we talk about the angle that the last name is a colonial name anyway? I'm sorry. Am I hurting feelings? I'm sorry. I'm a weirdo.
Just say what you gonna say.
Why you be doing that?
I mean, I'm just saying that ultimately, melanated people that have been captured, we can do our own thing. Like your name's Zoe, right? You named yourself, right?
No,
Empowerment.
I
no?
was given this name.
Bong. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my name is Superstar. I empowered myself. I damn sure did.
So
And
you
the
saying
white
he's
folk-
empowering
and the white
himself?
folk gotta call me that because it's on my bank card.
Wait, I'm trying to understand.
Superstar?
Are you saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Superstars on your bank
You
card?
saying?
Yes, sir.
I fuck with that
Yes,
all
sir.
day.
You
And
said?
Superstar means illumination, Kev.
I know.
It means illumination.
Are you saying Eric is empowering himself by taking his wife's last name?
I'm saying he's disempowering himself to the second power.
Okay, now we cooking with something because I thought relationship or marriage you was already balanced because you got a woman,
Okay.
you got a man.
Yes, sir.
There's particular roles laid out.
Yes, sir.
You the husband,
But you the head, ain't
she
you?
the wife.
But you the head, ain't you?
Yeah, I formed Voltron and I'll form the head.
So what we doing then? When you already got a colonial representation for a quote unquote name, now you taking your seconds?
You saying the man's wife is a colonizer?
Wait.
Here you go, Bobby.
Now
Here you go, Uncle Bob.
you opting out too? Don't opt out, Eric.
I thought a prenup was balanced.
Huh?
Is a prenup balanced?
A prenup is balanced too.
Prenup
Shit,
ain't balanced. Prenup is better for the person who got the most money.
that's balanced to me. From my point of view.
That's balanced to me.
So, Dr. Russell, being an ex-NFL player, I know you have seen the changes in the game, the changes in the approach to the game, how it's played, the changes in the players even. What are your thoughts on a story like this? How do you reconcile within yourself? I mean, you're from a different generation, so I know the rules, social game rules were different. What are your thoughts?
I can't wrap my fingers around it, brother.
That's a real man answer though. Bobby gave it too.
I can't wrap my fingers around it because I've never been in that situation. I mean, I've had relationships. I've been married several times. But being young, we don't come with a book of instructions.
Right.
So as you go through life, you feel your way through it and do the best you can. But I can't wrap my fingers around this one.
Let's ask somebody from a younger generation. You probably the youngest one in here.
I'm 50, man.
See how it
What's
works?
Oh,
up?
this nigga young by
What's
like
up?
15 minutes.
That's what's up.
Man, you 15 minutes younger than everybody.
I'm 50, man.
All right, he 15 minutes younger than everybody. Wait, Sarah-
Hassan would be the youngest.
Sarah is the youngest. We gonna come back to you, Sarah.
Sarah's the youngest. That's right. Sarah's the youngest.
We gonna come back to you, Sarah. I promise. We gonna come back. Let's ask the young brother here, Dr. Russell's nephew. What in the Sam hell is going on?
Bad diet, no meditation.
Come on,
Spirituality's been, drowned.
come on.
So, I mean, and I don't know him personally, but to take on a woman's name is very, very different. It's not something we used to. I guess there's no such thing as right or wrong, right? Up and down, it's all,
Definitely not today.
yeah.
Today, right and wrong is inside out. That's what right and wrong is. It's inside out. Timmy Tight Top, football player, come from an elite family of athletes.
Triple T's.
TTT, Timmy Tight Top.
I really have to talk about him? Listen.
First off, you be saying some weird shit yourself.
I know.
So,
Listen,
you be talking about galactic dust and all that shit. So,
I
Galactic dust.
as a football player that went to a school with all Caucasians, BYU, okay, that's what I did.
you was the only one there?
It was only
About 6 of y'all?
It was only the defensive backs on the team. Only melanated people would be the defensive backs because they can't get a white boy to play DB
Wow.
or the running backs.
Running backs.
That's what they had at our school. That was niggas.
Same.
You was a running back or the DB?
I was a DB. I played cornerback. So if you with this school with all these Caucasians and they come up to you, yeah, you're gonna be liking them. Just like what he did at Texas. He was a big old Texas dude. But the thing is, with all this shit.
That's right, he was killing it.
Right.
Texas.
We so what?
I know it's a great running back. Let's not do that.
So with all this stuff, these women, they tell them, when you go on recruiting visits, they tell them to give you pussy when you get there.
So the recruiters be like,
They
better
have
make
hosts.
sure.
When
But
you
wait a
get
minute,
there,
I heard BYU was different because it's Mormon. If you get caught fucking over
you
there,
still got a host though. So you get a host when you go on your.
you get multiple women.
But you have a host when you go on your visit. They host you and they take you around, and those are women that's supposed to give you some sex.
Wow.
They have the whole college football thing kind of wrapped in, where they get the recruits to come and they get the white girls on their thing. So it's a system already.
So
a
it's
farm
the
system.
it's the real meaning of host.
Yes.
Goodness and mercy following you.
So he has all these women giving him his attention, and most of the melanated women don't do this. They're not programmed to do this. They're not told to do this. But these white girls are told to come and get the niggas. They told them. And so now he just with one, and so he just following suit.
Well, what do you think about the last name scenario?
I wouldn't do all that. That's a little much. He just
Well, he's Muslim.
It's not even Muslim.
She got to kneel to Allah. You understand?
Kneel before Allah.
He smokes. He's a little crazy though.
Yeah, he's.
And
That's
and he's in now. He's married to the girl, so that means all my friends that have white women, they capitulate like a motherfucker.
Allah would never rock with you if you took your woman's last name. Allah would be like,
Where
Listen, I'm gonna say this on. I am. Allah is me, brother.
But why can't you
Allah
just
is
be
me.
boy, that's blasphemy now.
care.
You
Allah
know,
is
Islam don't play that. Boy, somebody gonna send you a Quran to the crib from an anonymous address. Just to let you know they can touch you. Like, boy, you better read it.
Don't cast that spell.
Why can't they just do that though? Why can't they just be their thing?
What you
I mean, as a former,
As a Christian, what
as a
you
former
mean?
swim team trainer, I know there's a lot of.
But this is happening a lot, though.
Let this white woman have hers. But
This is happening a lot, though. This is what they'll try to say is the rise of the feminine energy, but it's more like they're falsely pushing it because they're trying to elevate women by degrading men. So this movement has been going for a minute. It kind of really sparked up with the Me Too joint.
So you got to take her last name too and give her a ring.
Well, this is what people. So then this all morphs in with the progressive and the super left, where they, men having babies, like on Netflix. They got They had a movie called He's Having a Baby, and so you.
Okay, but that's not normal.
No,
Can we
it's
have
not.
a
No,
real
it's not.
conversation
No, it's
and
not.
say that's not normal?
It's not. You're right. It's not.
Just listen.
also men.
Dr. Russell is here. He just broke down how it's not normal to eat cereal.
What?
Milk,
Right.
meat. He broke that down.
Right.
It's not normal.
I mean, who ever heard of having bacon and eggs and fucking hash browns? I mean, let's look at what that is. Bacon, you got a slice of a pig's ass.
Oh.
Eggs, we got chicken embryos. I tell somebody, why don't you take the ass down to the abortion center?
When you put it like that.
Wait, no, hold it, and get some of them fetuses and fry them motherfuckers up. You tell them
Put it like that.
hash browns. You learn in grade school, water and oil don't mix.
Wow.
You fry the shit in oil, now your body can halfway break down potatoes, but that oil, what happens to the oil? Your body has to be over 200 degrees to break that shit down, but what happens to it? It goes into your liver.
Damn, Dr. Russell.
Right, he fucking the whole
There's
game
a
up.
spot right here
The whole
called
game.
Porta Nuevo. And what these Mexicans have been able to do
Tacos and
is
coffee.
master.
Tacos and coffee.
No. Let me tell you something. These in the black neighborhoods, what these Mexicans have been able to do is come in here
Oh yes.
and master nigger recipes.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
oh yes.
You go to Porto Nuevo, you get a black breakfast.
There you do.
You understand me? You get cream of wheat over there
Cream of wheat
with no lumps.
with no
Lumpless
lumps.
cream of wheat.
Brown sugar, nutmeg, butter,
Cream of wheat.
milk.
Goddamn.
Man, I'm telling you, you get everything Big Mama cooked. And there's Mexicans back there cooking it. Them Asian people bought the fish market.
Yeah.
told them black and Mexican cooks, y'all don't get to leave. We got to maintain the quality of this. But as he just explained, it's not normal what we eating, right?
No.
So we can have a conversation with Dr. Russell about how to correct it with herbs, with natural homeopathic remedies, right? But
But it's the movement. It's
we
not
can't
normal.
say nothing about this.
It's not normal, but it's the movement they're pushing because, again, if they're trying to move America, especially America, they're trying to move America into this one world government. So in order to do that, they have to break it down in stages first because America is the freest country in the world. Excuse me. So you have to break down the Constitution. You have to do all that, but you have to move it into a socialist government first. Then a socialist government is able to connect and join and be a one world government. So in order to do that, they have to take down the masculine portion of society because we are rebellion. Rebellion and revolution comes from the masculine side.
Okay,
so they have to take down that energy in order to suppress that energy when they're trying to move the country into something different. So then, like, somebody coined this the MCU. So in the first phase of Marvel that was super successful, they took all the characters that had been been around for, since the 50s. Now they're taking characters that most people don't even know that were created like within the last 10 years, 15 years or so, because that's when they were trying to move towards a more woke. I don't like using that because that was our word, but in their word, the way they use it, it's a false consciousness. So they're trying to push a false consciousness. So in the new Marvel, you got the new Iron Man is a woman. The new Thor is a woman.
Yeah.
The new Hawkeye is a woman.
We should just boycott the movie.
He said boycott the movies.
Boycott.
We should just boycott the movies.
But I'm a woman, I don't want to see that.
See, and that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. The people who are the customers of that product.
Sarah says she want a man to save her.
Well, right. But that's what they're trying to change.
It's crazy.
They're trying to move us to it. They're trying to move us towards that again, taking down the masculine or the divine masculine by elevating the divine feminine by taking down the divine masculine, and you can't do that. It's a balance. And so they think it has been an imbalance the way before. The masculine has ruled everything, and the feminine has been on the down. So you can't flip it like this and have the other way because it's still an imbalance. You have to bring it back to equilibrium, and so that's not what they're doing.
So, really quickly, and then I'll throw it to you, Sarah. Tone Talks is in the chat room, and he says, bring up that kids will carry a different family line.
Come on.
And tie it to how poor we are, black people as a people, right? We're disassociated marriage from, we have disassociated marriage from wealth to bring about single life love. And I see what he's saying. This is a way to opt out of black poverty. I'm gonna take my wife and her rich white folks name. So when we had them little biracials, they get to tie into granddaddy's wealth. Because my granddaddy died in a shoebox. That's a lot of people use interracial relationship for.
That's what I was about to say. He
That's
just
what
don't know
marriage
his
is
own
for.
power. He don't know his godlike self. That's what's really happening.
Because first of all, a real person that is in authority or something like that, if I'm inferior to them, I can't physically move them down. I can convince you that you're not supposed to be there.
Oh, that's
And
interesting.
that's the only way a person in real authority and power can step down if they resign and they give it up themselves. I can't take it from you, but you can give it to me.
That's true.
I fuck with that.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's why they tell you That's why they tell you the plan all the time, because then you have to voluntarily give over your energy.
Well, that's our guy.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, and I'll say it again, to each his own. Marry who you want, if it's for real, like if it's organic, if it's real, whatever. But if,
Whatever.
If you marrying somebody to quiet your mental illness, or to quiet your fear or of scarcity and all that, if you marrying somebody.
All these healthy niggas in here coughing and sniffing. What the hell? All these healthy niggas in here just coughing up a storm. What the hell?
No. Let me tell you something. The only one that be coughing all the time.
Don't mess your mind.
That without a call. That's
The only one. He be coughing all the time.
doing that, my nigga. Yo.
No, but I mean, you just had open heart surgery, so I
Yes, I
understand.
did.
You-
Oh, yeah.
Holla at Dr. Russell. So calm
Yeah,
down, my
man.
nigga.
He said,
I'm
"Coughing."
just saying, your heart might be coughing.
Your heart.
Oh, let me talk about my friend.
You tell me talking about friend. Let me talk about my friend.
Your heart might be coughing.
I'm just saying, your heart just might be coughing.
Got the whooping cough.
I'm just saying that's why you get a pass.
That's if I had enemies.
Oh my god.
No, he gets a pass because the nigga back,
Something talk about my friend Hart.
Your heart got adrenaline.
but his heart might be coughing. So I don't be thinking COVID. I be heart is. Isn't it called?
I'm trying to get off camera.
He said, "I'm trying to get off camera."
No, I'm saying.
I'm gonna sit here and take this roasting.
I'm saying.
No, nigga, get your ass back on camera.
But I'm
Right
saying,
there.
isn't it called congestive heart?
It is called that.
So that means your heart can cough. It's congested.
It's congested.
God damn.
I'm just.
Your heart be sneezing.
This nigga's heart is congestive. Congestive heart.
It's congested, nigga. Your heart got phlegm.
Man. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
I'm fucking around dying of laughter in this bitch, man. Calm down, my nigga.
No, that's what you're not gonna do.
Nah, for real.
My nigga.
Laughter gonna keep your ass alive in this
For real.
motherfucker.
That's what's up.
This nigga's heart is congested. That's.
See?
And moving on. What?
I'm sorry.
Only person that ain't cough was these two.
All right, look. I got another
The only
one.
people that ain't cough.
You like secretly 8,000 years old.
I got another story. I got another story that's gonna make our elders in the room feel a little sideways. Bobby be like, I can't even talk about it. Don't even ask me. You understand? I'm not from that world. We trying to build together. Wait, let me get another one. Bobby.
Proper goose to the propaganda.
The proper goose to the propaganda.
Proper goose. The proper goose.
You can't lead people if you can't feed people.
I need the book of sayings, Bobby. I need the book of sayings. Uncle Bobby, come on, man.
Very close, man.
This is
Man, I need him, man. I
Don't fit
need
into
him.
that construct. I can't talk about it. You understand? You know how much money you can make as a construction worker?
Yeah.
Huh?
That's
There's
true.
niggas out here that's passionate about construction jobs. China done bought up all of downtown Los Angeles. The niggas ain't got no money in it. Okay, Bobby.
Yeah.
This one of them stories you're gonna be like, well, what about China? They gonna jump right back. Bobby will jump right back to China. Okay, according to Yahoo, health brand launches womb-shaped cereal
Oh, get the fuck out of
to
here.
break the period stigma.
On the fallopian side of it?
Yes, a menstrual themed breakfast featuring womb-shaped cereal has been launched in a bid to kickstart conversations about periods
Oh my
It's
god.
in the home.
It's with God.
But it comes with a
Call me
bonus
when y'all
room.
get through with it.
Where Bobby go?
What the?
Bobby, don't leave.
Bobby, where you going, man?
You from Murfreesboro.
You from Murfreesboro.
In an effort to highlight the lack of period conversations among friends and family, intimate wellness brand Intimina has created Period Crunch.
Wow. Oh my God.
No, this is real. Period Crunch.
It's a joke.
A unique uterus. This is Yahoo Life.
Oh shit.
I'm telling you. No, this is not the Onion. This is Yahoo.
Oh my
Does
God.
it have a taste to it?
Period Toast Crunch.
Period toast crunch.
That milk
Milk turn red.
Oh, that's disgusting. Holy shit.
Wait, do your milk turn red?
It's got an irony taste to it. There's a metallic mineral. What the fuck?
meat flavor.
If you walk through mud, you can.
It's mineral fish.
Tastes a little coppery.
What the fuck? This is real.
This is wrong.
It's getting.
What is happening?
They say it's to teach people about the periods or whatever. But when I see this, I think of Lawrence Gardner.
It's in your mouth.
And Lawrence Gardner talked about the rituals they used to have with Starfire, where they would drink period blood.
But that's what people don't realize. The real power of the Holy Grail was the chalice,
Yes, and that's
the
what
chalice
was
had
the-
the period
Yes.
blood in it. This is why you hear in the medieval talk about the virgin blood
Yes.
that had the most power. That was the only thing that could satiate the ravenous nature of the dragon,
Yes.
which was a symbol of Moors, the black men that came and demanded tribute.
Yep.
All you gotta do is go back and look at that. What's that? Dracula. Both the Dracula
Both the
movies.
Draculas. Yep. The old one, Bram
The
Stoker.
old one and the new one.
Dracula Untold.
Dracula Untold
Dracula
is
Untold.
the newer one. That's like 2012,
14.
2014, somewhere around there. Dracula Untold. See that shit because it's about the Moors.
Oh my God. Oh,
Motherfucker came in there and said, "Man, give me your kids."
I need,
Moor.
I need 1,000 boys for the Sultan's army.
Oh, and by the way, yours too.
Yeah, yours too.
Now,
up.
what they'll do is they'll say some shit like, well, the Moors are called the Turks. You know them niggas, the Moors existed before Turkey
Thank
as a
you.
country
you.
existed. Turkey is the newest name of the
Yes.
place. It was Istanbul.
Yep.
It was Constantinople.
Yes.
Just stop.
Yes.
Turkey is some new shit. Who was the niggas running that motherfucker?
Before
You get what I'm
all
saying?
that shit.
So this was about the Moors. And Dracula, Vlad the Impaler, and they take pieces.
Yep.
They take pieces of
Yep.
history.
They sure do.
So they'll show in Dracula Untold where one of their men, one of the Moors is still alive. Wow, the Moors got to be white.
Thank you.
And then the head Moor is a dark-skinned Arab actor. They'll do anything to say
Yep.
you not them people.
Yep.
Just like they have now given, and this is where this Asian hate is coming from. Because all they did was tell you from someplace. They didn't tell you black people from every place.
Everywhere.
That's why we say
yes.
everywherean.
Yes.
Everywhere.
We everywhere. So now you got the Asians basically using the same template of through this Asian hate. Have you seen this documentary about Asian hate?
They got one already?
Well, we've been discriminated against and we've been this and blah, blah, blah. Asian just means East.
Right.
You're an Easterner.
Yep.
But every one of your countries were seeded by Africans. That's genetic fact.
Yes, sir.
That's genetic fact.
Yes, sir.
You don't get yoga. You don't get kung fu.
Well.
You don't get none of that shit without niggas.
Not at all.
You don't get the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita. You just don't get any of it. The Mahabharata, the Great War, you didn't get any of it.
Nope.
That's why when they came in there, they recontextualized the whole civilization based on color through the caste system. Sanskrit word for caste, varna, varnish, color.
Yep.
people with color on the bottom.
And the ruling elite today, the rituals that they perform is supposed to be because trying to mimic the science and energy and things that we did in the past. We had power, but they don't have the same thing. They don't have
The melanin.
they don't, right. And so they have to do these things, drinking blood, as Lawrence Gardner was breaking it down, because in the endocrine
Tell him
system.
about that book. Because he got several books.
What was it?
Is it the Grail Kings or is it the
something-
Lord of the
something-
Rings?
No, something of the Holy Grail.
It might be the Grail
Man.
Kings.
Was it the Grail? But he's another one too. He has a Grail Kings, then it's also something from the Holy Grail.
He got a whole crap
It's a
ton.
bunch
Let's
of
just
them.
pull him up.
But he talks about how drinking blood, the ritual, the royal families, they drink blood because in the endocrine system, which is your pineal glands and stuff like that, they secrete certain
Oh, this is it.
certain hormones and stuff in your endocrine system. Yeah,
Bloodline of the Holy
bloodline
Grail.
of there you go.
The hidden lineage of Jesus Christ.
So they secrete certain hormones and things when in the blood in the menstrual blood in the women when they release. So a lot of the endocrine system or the hormones are released in that, like from the pineal gland and from the pituitary. So they drink these bloods and they get all that shit. They get all that shit from it, and that's what they were saying. Going back to the Order of Dracula, that's what that was about. The Order of Dracula, what they knew that goes all the way back to then when they were drinking their blood. It was because of that. Excuse me. So the Starfire shit. So this reminds me of that.
But let's be clear, Starfire is menstrual blood.
It's menstrual blood. Yes, it's menstrual blood.
And when we look up menstrual, etymologically, what does it mean?
What meant?
The menstrual. Because remember, we looked this shit up years ago. We looked this up 20 years ago.
I don't remember etymologically what it means. But that though is.
Wait, do this. Do this, Kev.
What?
That's the book?
Yes, Bloodline of the Holy Grail. That's the exact book. Got it on the shelf.
So now watch this. What Kev is saying is so ridiculous right here, and I'm gonna tell you why. Whose blood is most valuable in Christianity?
Mm-hmm.
A dude.
A dude.
Mm-hmm.
A dude.
A dude.
A dude.
Yep.
What we doing?
They flipped it.
They flipped it.
They flipped it.
The fucking chalice
Yep.
represents the uterus.
Yes.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Look at it.
So they said,
look at it.
We're gonna take the woman.
Hold with
looks
two.
like-
Yes, you hold and drink.
Listen, the whole shit flipped. The whole shit is flipped. This whole civilization
Somebody
is
said-
backwards.
Listen, I don't
It is
believe
backwards.
me. Let me just say this. Don't believe me. Read a motherfucking book.
Read a book.
Thank you.
These are books. Kevin and I, we read this shit 30 years
Oh
ago.
my God.
But Bloodline of the Holy Grail, the motherfucking Lawrence Gardner was the official lineage keeper
Yes.
of the
Record-
royal
records
houses,
keeper.
the records keeper of the royal houses. He keeps everybody's lineage in line before he died. He got a bunch of books. This one, Genesis of the Grail Kings. That's the one. 2004, Genesis of the Grail Kings. Where's the other one? He got one called the Lord of the Rings Realm of the Ring Lords.
Yeah, Realm of the Ring Lords. Oh
Okay.
man, he's
All
breaking
right.
off all this stuff about the royal families, all the history, all this stuff, and then not too long after.
No, this came from the period shit because I'm telling you,
Mm-hmm. Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
I'm telling you, all this shit is fucking connected.
But think when like you said, when the milk goes red, that's a representation of you drinking period blood.
Yogi Fish said you can only eat it once a month.
You can only eat it once a month.
Yogi fish.
Every 28 days, you can have a bowl of starfish cereal.
Fallopian flakes.
Fallopian flakes.
Fallopian flakes. Come on, they missed the bag on that one.
Listen, wow, man.
All right, let's talk about it. Everybody else is talking about it.
Okay, guys, eat that?
No. Only women can eat fallopian
Flakes.
flakes. Look at Bobby. Bobby about to fall over in disgust.
He's like, what the hell we talking about?
So let's talk about this. It's in the news. I want to get everybody's opinion on it. Mother of Texas shooter says she wants people to forgive her son, and he had his reasons for doing what he did.
He had his reasons.
Yeah.
Manchurian
According to
candidate.
Fox,
Reasons.
according to
Wow.
Fox13news.com, Uvalde, Texas, the mother of the gunman who shot and killed 19 children and 2 teachers in Texas elementary school, says she wants the public to forgive him for what he did. Adriana Martinez, the mother of 18-year-old Salvador Ramos, spoke to a Mexican news outlet, Televisa, saying she was still in shock. I have no words to say. I don't know what he was thinking. She said tearfully, he had his reasons for doing what he did, and please don't judge him. I only want the innocent children who died to forgive me.
For having him.
Thoughts? Let's go with
That's the
Bobby.
mother he shot in the face?
Yeah.
Let's go with
No, he shot his
Bobby.
grandmother.
No, that's the grandmother.
Oh, he killed his grandmama too.
She died.
Bobby, your thoughts, and then
She
Dr.
should
Russell.
have regrets for ever conceiving him and not putting him in an environment where he could become a human being, because we are in the midst of a transformation that is more than frightening, because people seem to believe that you can stray that far from the fundamentals of life
Come on, talk about it.
and there not be consequences. We got at least 2 generations out here now in this world that are aliens to us. And when I say us, I'm not just talking about people my age. I'm
This
talking
is
about
coming.
anybody,
There we go, Bobby.
Right.
Come on, Bobby.
Yeah.
I hear you. Keep going, Bobby.
anybody that has been taught the difference between right and wrong. It's just some shit that's wrong.
Wrong.
And if you celebrate it in any form, if you publicize it, it'll metastasize
Yes.
and kill indiscriminately, like it doesn't even matter.
Right.
And we've settled into this notion that, oh, well, it ain't nothing we can do. Yes, it is something we can do. We can start checking folks before we get to the point where these are the outcomes of our absence in the lives of young people. If we don't show them the value of life, they'll discredit it and act with impunity.
Yeah.
Man.
Amen. Amen. Ra.
Now, what I don't like, everything is centering around mental illness. I'll get to that later. Dr. Russell, your thoughts on this shooter and his mother and what she had to say?
I just think that it's real strange that somebody can have the balls to even say that.
Right.
I mean, she know that her son was wrong, and for her to even say that we should forgive, I don't know.
Right.
What reasons? That's the word that just set me off.
The reasons is what pissed me off.
What
Yeah.
reasons could he have
Yeah, that's
for
crazy.
taking children's
Yeah,
lives,
yeah.
man?
Oh, y'all, man.
That he didn't even know. I mean,
that
I
whole
think that
thing.
would better.
That whole thing, though.
Ain't no
was-
reason for that.
That whole thing was shady from the jump. So the guns he had 2 ARs. Those ARs cost minimum $2,000 a piece. He's broke.
Yeah.
How the heck? On the day he turned
The cop didn't
18,
go in for 90 minutes.
the day he turned 18, he was able to go buy 2 AR-15s in a nice truck. Wherever he got that truck from, they don't
And
say
body
where.
armor.
And body armor.
Oh, and
and all
already
and all the
talked-
stuff.
yeah.
All the stuff that he had. He was broke though. How you get all that money to buy all that?
And don't forget about the Buffalo shooter who was in contact with an ex, what
Yes.
was it, FBI, CIA
Yes.
agent? Let's
Yes.
not forget that.
These be Manchurian candidates that they be
And he
conditioning to
let
do this
them
shit.
know,
Yep.
this is what I'm planning on doing. He ran his script by them.
Yep.
Oh, this is in the news, Bobby.
And then he
That's
goes
a
by,
way.
but this is the thing, he goes and buys the guns, then he crashes into a ditch next to the school. The police get there to the crash. This nigga gets away from the crash, they let him walk away into the school after they there and he crashes into the ditch. They let him walk into the school. Then he goes in there and they say, oh, we have him contained we have them contained in this part of the school. But they were just chilling for like over an hour
72
without doing
minutes.
anything.
While he in there shooting kids in the face,
What?
the police are there
They were
for
outside.
72 minutes.
Wait, they went in and got their kids. If they had kids there, they went and got their kids first though. They got their kids, and then wouldn't let nobody else go in there and get their kids.
They were tackling parents outside.
This sounded like they had an order to stand down, and so this is all planned. Now, if you see what's going on, you got to look at everything that's going on in the rest of the world. At the same time, this is happening in Switzerland. They holding the World Economic Forum. So in the World Economic Forum, this is Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates and all these cats and the head of Pfizer and all them cats. This is where they're working out, the policies to rule you, to run you. And so they're talking about dropping a CV19 pill with a microchip in it that can track you to see if you took it. This is what the head of Pfizer said on stage. So this is not conspiracy. He said this on stage at the forum. They're talking about tracking people's speech and all, or what they call your carbon footprint trackers. They're going to introduce carbon footprint trackers to give to people so you can track everything you do, what you eat, what you do. So all this is going on. Now at the same time, they have a police force that are roaming the street. And on their patch, the police force, it has 2 goats going head up. Their horns are going like this. When you back away from the picture, the 2 goats make one giant goat face. Now goat, but not even Baphomet. The goat, no, Moloch.
Moloch, same thing.
The goat, sort of. But so they represent. So it represents Moloch. Moloch is the god of what? Child sacrifice. What's the other word you call children? Kids. Which are what?
Baby goats.
So this was that energy for what was going on, what they have going on in the World Economic Forum, and you got to see what's going on from two. If you look at it separate, you don't see none of this going on. But they had in Switzerland, they got the goat symbolism going down like crazy. Yeah, there you go. Ritual sacrificing.
They also were saying that by 2030, that the smartphones and everything will be obsolete. That your body will you'll be able to call people from your body.
Oh, that's the situation.
That's by 2030.
That's the situation.
That's very
Transhumanism.
Thank you, brother.
That's all.
And anything in Star Trek and Star Wars is real. So yeah.
And this is what I'm saying. They have to do transhumanism because motherfuckers are not smart anymore. So it's like education doesn't really work. So you're not really being intelligent, right? Let me give you an example. Look at motherfucking Elijah Muhammad. They say Elijah Muhammad had what? Third grade education?
Yeah.
Elijah Muhammad built a ginormous dynasty.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to agree with the theology of it.
Facts are facts, though.
But with his education, the education back then trumps the education today.
Yeah.
Right? Way smarter people then than now. So they're figuring, nobody's getting smart. We got to supplement their bodies with technologies so they don't have to think no more. Because thinking people kill people.
It's idiocracy, man.
It's an idiocracy.
Go watch that movie.
So now watch this. This young kid in Texas, Latino.
Yeah.
Most Latinos think they white.
Right.
Especially on the census.
Most of them are registered as white. Like 50%
They
are registered as white.
Right? They register as white. So if you're registering as white, then white supremacist talking points can easily be...
Shit.
Because again, that's part of the whole thing.
It's thinking like Asians adopt white thinking. Whites, they adopt the white thought.
Come on.
Blacks are
People-
getting in the white thought.
Some blacks are white supremacists.
Yeah.
So there we have that whole thinking.
Talk to me, Bobby.
Well, brain matter is muscle.
Come on.
And if you don't use it, you will absolutely lose it.
That's real shit.
That's right.
And whether you have more degrees than a thermometer has nothing to do with whether you can find your way out of a one-room apartment with an exit sign over there.
Okay, here we go.
You see, and it puts us in a very interesting conundrum as people that still use this thing for more than a hat rack sitting on top of your shoulders.
Right.
You see, and it's a war, and the winner is to be determined.
Wow.
Because I cannot deny some of the innovations technology has brought upon us that is beneficial. At the same time, the trade-off has been a level of stupidity and just straight out dumbness is frightening.
Yeah. And now, dumb is so seductive, intoxicating, and attractive that dumbness is equivalent to realness.
Come on, bro. Say what? What you talking about?
Stupidity is real.
Very popular.
You said it's preferred? You said it's preferred?
Nigga, do you know how complex and simple at the same time the ultimate truth is? I need some imbalanced dumb shit that I can hang my hat on, that I can stand on, that I can say this is me. Wait, I don't know if motherfuckers heard.
Yeah.
Complex and simple. Motherfucker, the mountain's the mountain. You can call it a range. You can call it, you can call it whatever the fuck.
Right.
You can call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. The mountain is the mountain, irrespective of how you define it.
Yes, sir.
Simple, but yet complex. Get up on the mountain and see the complexity of the mountain.
Yep.
Oh shit, there's an ecosystem on this bitch.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
There's plants and
It's made of crystal.
and crystals and rocks and animals and different shit up here. But from afar, it's just the mountain. It's
Yep.
right there. It's complex and it's simple. That's how the truth works. A lot of times, man, because we haven't been conditioned to be intelligent, to be inquisitive, right? To refrain from judgment, to gather the facts, to not think from a conditioned perspective. If you haven't been taught to think like that, thinking like that is laborious.
Yep.
And if it's laborious, nigga, I don't have time to be doing this.
Yep.
Not gonna do it.
That's why your brain done shut off writing motherfuckers' numbers down.
Man, how many numbers you
I'm
remember
from a
now?
generation where
yeah,
niggas
you can remember
shit.
numbers.
When I was a kid, I had at least 150 numbers
Yep.
memorized.
Yep.
Yeah.
My grandmama number is 626.
Because you had
My
to.
number is-
You had to, because that's how you got a girl's number. She would slide. Hey, yo, can I get that number?
Right.
Can I get them digits?
Yeah, I gotta-
And slide you.
And as Bobby
that shit.
mentioned earlier, the brain is a muscle. If you don't use it,
You lose.
you lose it. So the fact that we are losing the ability, you got motherfuckers still in our community who say articulation is white.
It's white. You talking
We live
white,
in
Joe.
an anti-intellectual society.
That's it right there. That's it right there. You ain't real if you talking like that.
Listen,
If you eating healthy, you ain't real.
so no, watch this though. If you're not tuned in to what your great-great-grandmother was tuned into in terms of nature,
Nature.
you not real.
Exactly.
Bob? Nah, we all artificial on some shit.
If
Nah,
you're not
real
tuned
shit.
into what Dr. Russell's tuned into,
Real shit.
see, this is some electric earth
Bomb.
shit going on here
L.
that
L.
he had to go study and understand. This is spiritual.
L.
Big Mama knew we not finna take no motherfucking Tylenol. Nigga, I had the mumps once. Big Mama said, this is what you gonna do. I ain't bullshitting. Big Mama told my mama, get a pillowcase, rub some sardine oil on that bitch,
Sardine.
and some lemons,
Sardine oil.
and wrap that shit around this nigga head.
Oh my God. Sardine.
Nigga, I had a big ass bowl, a pillowcase.
a turban of sardine oil, nigga.
She said,
A sardine turban.
she said, and get that nigga some ice cream. Motherfucker be fine.
Yeah, the sardine turban.
In a couple of days, my shit was cold. I was back.
Yo, you smelled hella, but
Rub it
yeah.
in some
No,
sardine
what
oil.
I'm trying to say is, she came and made some motherfucking soups and put some different herbs and cooked some This nigga was back. We don't live like that no more. That's real.
Yeah.
Sometimes the complexity of thinking The complexity of observing without judgment, right? The complexity of understanding how whatever is wrong with me interferes in my perception of what I'm
Real
seeing.
shit.
That's
White House.
difficult.
Yeah.
That's difficult for people to do. Well, according to the street laws of rules and realness,
Realness.
this is what this look like, so that's what, no, that's not how that works. So this society said, guess what? You ain't gonna think? We're gonna change society to think for you.
Yeah.
How about this little imprint, nigga? This little implant in your wrist.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You'll never lose your wallet again.
You are your wallet.
You'll never need your keys again. You and your wallet, all your ID, everything, you are that
They
now.
talked about that at the World Economic Forum. They talked about that same shit at the World Economic Forum, tracking, being able to digital tracking for people in the future. Man, they are working out your whole lives right now. Well, not now. It was last week in Switzerland. But the funny thing, 400 miles away, while the World Economic Forum is doing that, the World Health Organization is doing the pandemic treaty, where they got 194 countries signing this treaty that'll take away the sovereignty of all those countries. So whenever a pandemic hits, they get to say what it is, who gets to come up with the remedies for it, provisions for lockdowns, all of it. Basically, they run the world. If a pandemic hits, they run the world. And then as soon as that happens,
Who is they? Say it again.
Huh?
Who is the they that run the world? If a pandemic hits, who?
WHO.
I'm saying it. Who?
The WHO. Yeah, the WHO. The WHO.
First?
Yeah,
Who's
who's
on first?
Who's on first?
And basically, who runs that? Who
What's
runs
on
the
second?
WHO is the biggest
Who's on second? I
funders
don't know.
to the WHO is America, Britain, and Kill Bill. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on at the very same time. And then when that happens, all of a sudden you hear about monkeypox. When they're getting ready to solidify what constitutes a pandemic in a treaty, you got this subversive monkeypox hitting, and now, but they're trying to act like it's some crazy great shit. But it's been in Africa for the longest time, and it's endemic in Africa, where only like every year 1 to 10,000 people catch it. But the funny thing about this shit is, this one dude, he found a.
Did it come from a monkey?
Yeah, that's where it came from. But the funny thing about this one cat, they found a Chinese medical journal. In a Chinese medical journal, they published that at the same time they were working on the CV-19 in the Wu-Tang over there in China. They were working with monkeypox.
The Wuhanosphere.
Yeah, the Wuhanosphere. They were working with monkeypox to see if the PCR test would. They were using it as the first thing to test on the PCR to see how it would test. So then, while that's going on, it was China. It was all these different countries, China, America, all these different countries. The health people of those countries recently in March, they held I don't like to say false, but basically a dry run or like a practice attack, a terrorist attack of a viral attack. Guess what the damn virus was that they released?
What is it?
Monkeypox. Guess when they when this attack was supposed to happen? May 15th of 2022. The WHO or the WHO, they got their first report of monkeypox on May 13th.
Yeah, well, I mean, this was.
So I'm gonna say this before we wrap it up. Stay objective. I don't know what the fuck is out there. And I don't know who putting it out there.
Right.
So I'm gonna mind my motherfucking business. I'm gonna keep my distance. Motherfuckers be like, "So, won't you come out there?"
Nope.
Better do.
Bobby was like, "Zoe's a motherfucking recluse. He ain't never been to the boxing."
That's funny. I don't go nowhere, nigga. Say it again. The sun moves 1 degree a day.
The homeboy Broadway. We just at Broadway's house. I'm there for 2.5 hours. That's a significant amount of time.
Okay, right, right. The timer went off.
Oh, and then the nigga was late to his own house.
Right.
Where we was
right.
Okay, cool. After 2.5 hours, I said, well, it's time for me to go. He said, nigga, you just got here. I said, see, you don't respect time. It don't even register to you. It's like, we was about to order something to eat. We was about to, nigga, I've been here 2.5 hours.
Do you understand how long that is?
Like, this feels like 5 minutes to you, don't it? Nigga, it ain't 5 minutes, I'm leaving. Shit. Again, this is why I don't go out. This is why I have a very tight little loop I make.
I hear you, nigga. I'm the same way, nigga.
I got a tight little loop I make, and that's it. I'm telling you, I don't know what anything is. Right? So that's why I sit the fuck back, stay out the way, and deal with the people that I know are solid. Because otherwise, you're going to get caught up in somebody asked me to a birthday party. Yeah, we having a birthday party.
Look at that look. That look. Yep, the look over
No, I'm just saying. They was like, hey, it's Gemini time. I'm a Gemini.
Who is you, nigga? That's the who is you look, nigga.
Love you, but I can't do it.
From a distance.
I see you from a distance. And man, and I think that's what we got to do, and we got to continue to support Black-owned businesses. I would say now's the time to set up a business and create relationships. First off, you're not in business unless you have quality relationships. Quality relationships are the lubrication for successful businesses, right? And see, oftentimes, motherfuckers be looking for the hookup. That's not a relationship, right? A relationship is where you relate to what that person's business's mission is, and then they relate to yours. And then you guys find a middle ground to where how you guys can help each other rise up that ladder, right? There's mutual value in the exchange, in the interaction. This is why I brought on the brother Russell, because I know for a fact what he working with, some different shit, and it works. Bobby?
I would be remiss if I didn't share with y'all
Here we go.
how great an athlete this brother was, man.
Here we go.
He was at the time in the 60s a world-class track athlete. And on that football field, there's footage of him running over Hall of Fame linebacker Jack Ham. Y'all remember Jack Ham from the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I do.
So Dr. Russell wasn't bullshit. I put this lower this shoulder on your ass, boy. Fuck around, come up against some of this here. Young Dr. Russell, what the fuck it is?
He was a Mack truck, man.
You better put that leather helmet on underneath. You want some of this?
That wasn't no joke, man. He wasn't
Hey,
no
I love
joke,
it, man. I love it. Listen, we're going to always get this show done. We're going to always do it. I ask you to support every Black-owned business I put in front of you. And I mean, buy out their inventory. Dr. Russell's number is right here. Have a conversation with him. Reach out to Total Package Energy. Have a conversation with them. Reach out to my brothers over at X-Wolf. Have a conversation with them. Reach out to all of the business. Beal Sauce. I know, listen, motherfuckers need to get back on my books. A lot of people done slowed up on my books, acting like their relationships is cool. I'm changing the motherfucking world with this talk. Do you understand me?
I need those too.
And let me tell you, wait, that's another thing I gotta tell you about Dr. Russell. Because I don't mind. I don't mind talking. I first met Dr. Russell and I got my package. Do you know Dr. Russell watches the show? But not only does he watch the show, do you know Dr. Russell supports the brands that I promote?
That's what it's about.
I'm with Dr. Russell yesterday. I said, Dr. Russell, man, Have you tried the motherfucking sweet potato cake from Shepherd's Sweets? Dr. Russell was like, hell, motherfucker, yeah. I said, what?
About to get your shit too?
Dr. Russell, man,
It's beautiful.
And I'm gonna holler at you too.
Dr. Russell was like, hey, man, that shit was so good I had to put it in the other room.
It was calling you. It was calling you.
I put it in the other room, and then the ants got it, and I was happy they got it. Because I can't keep eating that shit.
Right wrong, nephew.
I can't keep eating that shit.
Please, and I saw y'all in there.
It's so good, man.
Dr. Russell,
I look and see what it is.
so
you know?
damn
I got,
good.
the box came with a couple cakes and the whole big.
It's good. It's good.
Dr.
It is
Russell
good. ain't it?
bought,
Too good.
Oh my.
man, y'all got to go to shepherdsweets.com
Seriously.
and support that sister's black-owned business. Man, Dr. Russell's one of the most solid human beings I know, man, and I've only known him for a short time. But I feel like we got history because his daughter, my niece, and man, this man, when I promoted KBLA, Talk 1580, Zoe's going over to KBLA. Zoe's taking the voice of reason over there. All of the black-owned businesses that want to get promoted to an audience that got 12 million people across the country. You know, the app, download KBLA, Talk 1580 app, whatever. I said all of the business that I promote on the Zowhat show, y'all should come over. Not very many came over. Made Man Sockery, Beal Sauce, and Dr. Russell. Dr. Russell had just put a box together for me. I walk out, Dr. Russell hit me on the email real, damn, this man just bought a commercial spot. That's why we be running that motherfucking commercial in the ground. Y'all hear it on KBLA. Dr. Russell is not somebody who is about bullshit. This is a real human being, a real person, a real man from a different generation that has a gang of knowledge. And I think y'all should respect his work by supporting it. I'm tired of you motherfuckers showing up, not hitting the like button. No, this shit pisses me off, because this be the shit you could do for free, right? Let alone
free
the
support.
shit, let alone the shit that's being offered that does cost is worth every penny, and you should spend it anyway to get your shit back in order. That's another conversation. But the shit that's free to do, you should do willingly. And don't act like over the last, because I be getting the messages. I get emails, DMs all the motherfucking time. Niggas be like, man, you changed my life. You changed the way I think. You saved my marriage. My car broke down last Friday. Motherfucking car breakdown, really it just ran out of gas.
He thought it broke down.
This nigga thought his car broke down.
I thought it broke down. It ran out of gas. No, but peep game, why it ran out of gas? It ran out of gas because when the motherfuckers manufactured that shit in another country, they like twisted the valves up. They mixed the hoses up. And then that damaged the fuel sensor. So I'm riding around for days, nigga, like, oh, I'm getting gas.
Driving on.
Great gas mileage.
I don't know I'm on fuel. I'm like, nigga.
This car is awesome.
Fuel efficiency. Nigga. I thought this motherfucker was bad.
Inflation, nigga. Inflation. Right.
So I leave the motherfucking cigar lounge. I was with my cuz. I leave the cigar lounge. I said, I'm finna roll over here to El Pollo Loco. Give me some beans and rice. See, I'm on my shit, Bobby. I'm gonna fuck you up. Get some beans and rice for El Pollo Loco. But El Pollo Loco was closed. I said, ain't this a bitch?
Don't make it hard for you. Don't make it hard for you.
So I hit the corner, I get to the light, and I'm pissed because I ain't got the beans and rice. They got stab on the gas. That motherfucker said, I said, hey, all these bells and whistles in this bitch. That motherfucker. I said, I better get the fuck over now. I pull over. I'm sitting on the side of the road. I said, ain't this a bitch? And you got the nerve to be clean and shiny and shit. What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
So I called my insurance. The insurance sent a tow truck. Tow truck homie roll up. He couldn't see me because I got ran off. I was over there by the Marina Honda.
Oh yeah, I know what you're doing.
The Marina Honda over here. I'm standing next to the motherfucking building because it's light over there. The other is dirt road. It's just, I'm standing over there, nigga. Motherfucking siren go off. Rear, rear. Intruder alert. Step away from the building.
Oh shit.
And you a nigga?
And I'm a nigga. So I ran across the street and sat on the hood. I'm not stealing shit. I was out there waiting for 2 hours.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
A brother rolled up and was like, why won't this pretty motherfucker start?
I don't know, nigga, that's your job.
I said, shit, I don't know what happened to them. I don't know what happened. He said, Zoe Williams? The voice of reason? Oh, hell no.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Motherfucker jumped out. He said, man, we taking pictures and everything. Nigga, you need a ride. He said, man, I've been doing this shit for 26 years. He said, this right here, this is one of the best nights of my life, nigga. So Will, he said, man, I watch your shit. You, Corey, Jeff, he named everybody. He was like, Bobby, oh man. It was nothing but love.
That's what's up.
That's what this show is about. If you get love from us, if you get approval and appreciation, you learn how to talk about certain shit you ain't never delved into, the least you could do is hit the like button, because that's free.
You remember his tow truck company?
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of his, because I called it through my insurance.
Oh, okay.
Everything was fucked up that night. Go ahead, Bobby.
A couple of shout outs. Brother Adonijah
Brother Adonijah.
introduced me to Brother Russell. Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. This goes way back like the seats in a Broham Cadillac.
Oh shit.
Now,
In a Broham Cadillac.
Adonijah is into
A Broham Cadillac. He ain't just not regular Cadillac.
Not at all.
The one with the living room in it.
And so Adonijah is getting into some things right now that we'll be talking about in the coming weeks. We've had some delays getting things in order, but the brothers, man, I went by and got me a sack of greens the other day, man. Lord have mercy, man. I'm telling you, that living food is a beautiful thing.
See, Bobby
And
is rubbing this in our face right now.
and
He said he rubbing this in.
and
Because he's connected to the roots niggas, the herbalists. And he want to rub it in our face.
And the
He
green
gave me a big
thing,
bag of greens yesterday, man.
Big old bag of greens,
Some
too.
collards, mustard, it was all together, man. Let me tell you something. And he grew that with 99.999% pure sunlight, nigga. You can't get this shit.
made the song.
Look at Bobby.
But also, you just mentioned somebody, ironically, that's just my brother, man, Corey Holcomb, man. Corey, the only person a greater prognosticator than me, prognosticator. What's the
Procrastinator.
than me is Corey Holcomb.
You gotta get on it.
All right, Corey, I know you gonna see this if you ain't even watching it live right now, man. Come on, man. Doc waiting on you, man. You're a phone call away, bro.
I'm waiting for you, Corey.
Hey,
Yeah.
and that's another thing for all y'all who think me and Corey have beef, and I done told y'all, man, that
no
shit is over.
Because both of y'all was at the house at the same time.
Me and Corey was at Dr. Russell at the same time. When I first got plugged into Dr. Russell, I walk in the building, Corey's sitting right there. Corey, when Dr. Russell broke down, look at this package, man. Look at that. Look at that. See, this is what y'all don't know. This is what y'all don't know. Corey he break down the whole package. I say, Dr. Russell, goddamn, this is like $4,000. He said, don't worry about it. We'll work that out. We're gonna do it in increments, whatever. Corey said, no, I got Zoes.
Wow, okay.
So my first run with this, Corey picked up the bill.
That's what's up.
See, and I ain't said nothing about it because I don't have to. But the reason why I'm sharing it now is because I need niggas to know, like, it's motherfuckers who will make a living.
Done made a living, man.
Off of speculating that niggas ain't cool.
Right.
Done made a living, man, in the worst possible way.
It's worse than the stock market.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's worse than the motherfucking stock market. But that was, to me, that was solid. Corey hadn't seen me. We ain't really talked. Corey was just like, oh, no, I got Zoes too. Now, for all the niggas who want to turn this into content, that don't mean Zoe didn't have no money.
Now that was important that you said that, man. I'm telling you, man.
Wait, before I can get Dr. Russell, before I can get the second re-up, I need to hit a lick. Turn those machines back on. Turn those machines back on. That's what I'm saying. Like, motherfuckers, like, they will take that and go, see? He is broke. He doesn't have any money. Corey bought his herbs. Look at that.
If you didn't have the money, you wouldn't have been there in the first place.
Like,
If you didn't have the money to buy it, you don't go all the way down there with no money.
so that's what I'm saying. Everybody be on some fuck shit and don't really know the people that they trying to make a living off of. At least let me claim you on my taxes if you're gonna be talking shit. Let me, what the fuck?
Y'all eating off of me.
Right. So homeless.
So back to that like button, man. Somebody need
Light
to hit it right
this
now.
motherfucker up.
I mean, right now. I mean, some things really, y'all. You don't always have to spend money to help people make money to be able to give you the information that's affecting your life in a positive way.
That's what I say,
Hit
Bobby.
the button. Just hit the button.
Hit the button. And let me say this. Everybody, it's 450 people in here. Normally we get about 1,000 people in here, but because of the technical difficulties,
Oh,
nigga,
you're on YouTube right now?
yeah.
Oh no, I thought you were, because I'm taping it so it can upload it later. I thought
That's
you were
fine. You
live.
can upload it later. That's good.
Hey, all these people talking to me.
All I know is we got damn near 500 motherfuckers in here, and they only gave $20 on the super chat.
What?
Now, let me say this. My KBLA show, niggas been showing out. But it'd be like 70 niggas in the KBLA show. We be having 1,000.
What?
This is the least supported show on the format, on the platform. This show right here. And it's the flagship show. This is the least supported show on the platform. It has the biggest audience, and motherfuckers share the least. So this shit is weird. It's awkward. All right, we about to wrap it up. We got to get out of here anyway. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Please continue to support all of the businesses, man. Russell Herbals. I done put it up there so many times. If y'all don't get your life together, Bobby, stop snorting.
KnowYourRightsFoundation.org or realnagas.com if you want to hold that.
Hey, put up that juice bottle, that weed bottle, man.
Support Weed
Over
Juice,
here,
get
sir.
your 3-day cleanse, your weight loss program, your energy, your digestion, detox programs.
For your future.
I'm gonna check out these socks.
The least supported show on the platform. One person gave $20.
Check these socks out.
That's
For your
crazy.
future.
That's
For
crazy.
your future.
Hey, for your future, boy. All right, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. Nothing but love. Appreciate y'all. Support. Thank you so much. No KBLA show today. I'm off. I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll get it cracking. Deuces.
Peace.
Hey.
Yeah.